And there are more confirmed deaths stemming from the flooding in Texas and lingering questions about the impact of FEMA cuts on response to this tragedy. Last night on The Takeout with Major Garrett, Democratic Senator Peter Welch of Vermont weighed in on how he thinks FEMA should be reformed.
Rely on local control, empower local officials, empower the local communities, to make decisions about what needs to be done and when. Have them have much more authority over the expenditure of funds that are authorized and be able to do the day-to-day work that's required over a sustained period of time.
Now, Kerr County's code red alerts are meant to warn people about emergencies, but some didn't receive one until hours into the flood response. CBS News correspondent Jason Allen spoke to the man who helped install the system. He joins us now from Kerrville. Jason?
Good morning, Errol. Yeah, radio is a hobby for him, and so he was awake and he was listening to some of these emergency transmissions that were going out on the night of the storm. He shared these with us because of what he heard. He heard first responders out here on the river. They were risking their lives, and he really felt like people here as well should have had more warning.
Yeah, so this is my Radio Shack. Wow.
With rows of monitors in his office and antennas sticking out of his lawn and on his roof, John David Trollinger, a former Kerr County IT director and registered pilot, tracks everything from weather satellites to radio traffic. Around 1 a.m. the morning of the storm, he took note of National Weather Service alerts in the area.
I looked and, oh, it's all red.
Just before 3:30 a.m., he heard a firefighter warn the swelling Guadalupe River was cutting off roads. A little less than an hour later, a more urgent call came through.
Yes, ma'am. We still have water coming up. The Guadalupe Shoemaker sign is now underwater on Highway 39. Is there any way we can send a code red out to our Hunt residents asking them to find higher ground or stay home?
Smart guy.
10-4 standby. We have to get that approved with our supervisor.
Trollinger was part of the team that installed Code Red at the county level more than a decade ago. It sends recorded messages and texts to warn people about life-threatening emergencies.
Are you registered on Code Red?
Yes.
Did you get an alert that night?
No.
He says he didn't receive an alert for nearly 6 hours. Wednesday, the Kerr County Sheriff declined to comment on how the Code Red system was deployed during the storm.
Those questions are going to be answered. I believe those questions need to be answered to the family of the missed loved ones, to the public, to the people that put me in this office.
As the community mourns, there have been remarkable stories of resilience.
Palmer, you in a tree!
15-year-old Jack Robertson recorded this on his phone, yelling to his mother Lindsay as they both clung to treetops just barely above the churning floodwaters Friday.
This big dead tree with the telephone pole holding it up, that's the tree my mom was in.
After the waters receded, Lindsay's husband Philip Robertson found her with a neighbor who had patched up a large gash on her leg.
People immediately started pitching in and helping, and it hadn't stopped yet. I mean, I think I was telling you earlier, it's renewed my faith in humanity.
The Robertson family told us it didn't receive any alerts ahead of the storm. Lindsay is recovering in the hospital. It's where she was being treated for injuries to her leg. And the couple also had a couple daughters who were up at that heavily impacted Camp Mystic. They were staying there with their cousins. They are okay. Helicopters evacuated them, Errol, and they are all reunited this morning.
Wow, Jason, some really interesting and insightful reporting there. We appreciate it. Thank you. CBS News national climate correspondent David Schechter is in Dallas and joins us now to explain how climate change may be fueling these severe weather events. Good morning to you, David. One of the things you're so strong at is connecting these individual weather events to the overall climate trend changes that we're all experiencing. Help us understand how that's relevant in this case.
There's just a very clear connection between climate change and extreme events. Climate change doesn't create extreme events, but it makes them more extreme fire, drought, floods. What happened in Kerrville is we'll find out exactly what the connection between climate change and that event was over time as scientists study that. But as you and I have discussed in the past, the science is really obvious on this, and it'll make sense. We are releasing emissions from our cars and our factories and our power plants. That is creating a warmer atmosphere. And a warmer atmosphere, just scientifically, is able to hold more moisture. And so more moisture can fall down in these extreme events. So it's not like we're getting more rain over the course of a year, but we are getting more intense individual storms. And so experts say, scientists across the country that we've talked to, this is precisely the kind of event that you would expect from climate change, a more extreme downpour.
And David, what's interesting about the increased moisture leading to this is that there is also a role that drought plays in places like the Southwest. Right. In Phoenix, where I went to school, we had monsoon season, and they warned you flash flooding can happen because the water has nowhere to go. But help us understand how drought conditions, which can happen anywhere in the country, also make flooding worse.
Yeah, it's sort of counterintuitive to think about that way. Yeah. It's dry, so why would that create a flood? But you know, because it's warmer, we have warmer conditions in the soil, and so the moisture is pulled out of the soil, and so it's more compacted. It's more cement-like over time. And then when you get this incredible amount of rain, if the soil had more moisture in it, it's more able to absorb the water when it falls. When it is super dry, it acts like concrete. The rain comes down, it hits the surface, and now you've got these torrents of water coming down. So that is the opposite side of the coin. If it's drier, you have hard soil, and then when you get this incredible rainfall, it creates sort of this effect of the two things happening at one time. And they're two sides of the same coin, really.
Right. Yeah, a real wake-up call for all of us. David, we appreciate your reporting. Thank you very much.